Wow. Great people, blessed people. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come into your home, into your office, into your car, wherever you are this time, just to spend some 5 minutes or so on Wisdom Streets. Wisdom Street is where we walk the streets of God to find all the wisdom that He has arranged for us. That by those nuggets of wisdom, we can fulfill the potential in our lives. So, and in this series, in this season, we've been studying the ants. Somebody will wonder, why do you want to study the ants? Because God says He has loaded wisdom inside the ant by which we can profit thereby. You know, if you go to scriptures, the good book, mine here, I hope you have yours. If you go there, in Proverbs, chapter 30, verses 24 and 25, it says, there are 4 tiny things upon the earth, but they are full of wisdom. And then it talks about the ants. The people not strong, but they prepare their food in the summer. And then in Proverbs 6 verse 6, it says, go to the ants, that sluggard, examine her ways and be wise. So that's why we are learning all the great, incredible secrets of the ant world, so that we can use those principles, and live our lives better than, obviously, the ants. So today I'm speaking about a very unique thing about the ant world. The ant world is super organized. The ant world is super organized. Some of you, particularly those who may have grown up in the tropics, you would have seen ant hills, and they build incredibly complex ant hills. That it takes a lot to destroy ant hills. They're so organized in their structures. Let me tell you a bit of an organization. Number one, in the ant world, they are super organized. Number two, they have division of labor. They have specialists. Everyone does not do exactly the same thing. They have different roles and responsibilities within the ants world. So there are ants, fire ants, and the like. Third secret about the ant world is that they are specialized. They have highways. They have motorways. In the ant world, and you find that amazing, isn't it? They have motorways. They don't just do everything randomly. They have motorways, they have highways. Hallelujah. I suspect if we compared their infrastructure to some infrastructure of some of the world, we are still not anywhere near what they do. The fourth thing about the ant world, some of the complexity, is that when one ant finds food, something that can be a blessing, the ant, that particular ant, lays what they might call like perfume or fragrance. That perfume or fragrance becomes a trail. Is a trail for all the others to say, this is where I found food. So, and from that place onwards, it becomes a new road for the community. There's a new food source over there. They begin to go up and down. They are so sophisticated, and the worker ants, the eggs and the larvae of the community. At night, they will take them to protect them from the cold, and during the daytime, they protect them from the heat. They are so sophisticated. Can I tell you a secret? The way courier companies, collect their couriers and distribute it, it's a very complex system that makes them very efficient. Do you know where this came from? It came from folks in America who studied the ant colonies, and they saw this pattern, and that is the basis on which the whole courier industry started from. That's so sophisticated. But so with all this revelation, what is the wisdom for you and I to walk by? The wisdom is this, by great organization, we're able to fulfill God's destiny for our lives. Without solid organization, solid administration, we will not be able to fulfill all the potential that God has for our lives. Now, that's one area where I am needing to improve every day. I want to get better in organizing myself, my organizing everything I do. If you can be more organized, you can be more effective. Someone says, and I agree completely, that the first rule in heaven is order. How do we know this? Because in heaven, in Genesis chapter 1, God saw this order. The earth was without form and void. And what did He do? He started establishing order. Let there be light. Let there be day. Let there be night. And He organized everything. And when He had finished, He now created man to supervise everything. That's the way God operates. That's the same way that if you can operate in that same way, super organized, you will see that the great potential that God has for your life, you'll be able to achieve it and even more. Praise God. And so this is what we learn from the ants: super organization. So I charge you today, go and become super organized. And if you want to know more about all of these things, please send us a message, and we'll send to you an order of, of the either the CD or the DVD with this whole series. If you're ever in Scotland, please come and visit with us at the City of God, a place of a great where we enjoy God's greatness in every dimension. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, and see you again very soon on Wisdom Streets.